Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm glad you could be here. This past year, I have had a crash course in dialysis 101. Let me explain. My mother-in-law showed up at my doorstep back in March, lugging with her her furniture, her clothes, and this funny-looking machine that she uses for dialysis. Well, I wouldn't turn her away. I love her and all, so I welcomed her into my home and I decided to care for her. Big job came my way. I had to learn what kidney disease was. At the time, I didn't realize, but she has end-stage kidney disease, and this is a disease of the kidney. Well, I don't know much about the kidneys. I know everyone has two of them, and sometimes you give one up as an organ donation, but I needed to learn more, and I needed to learn fast. So I got on my computer and I went to this website called the American Association of Kidney Patients. This website had a lot of information for patients, by the patients, for their disease. The disease is called end-stage renal disease. And what it does is it attacks the kidneys. The kidneys have three main functions. The first function is to remove waste from your body. Waste in the form of urea, which is your urine. Also ammonium, which builds up in your body. Another thing that the kidneys do is remove excess water from your body. If you get too much water and you have a disease like congestive heart failure or problems with your heart or swelling, your kidneys is what filters that extra fluid off your body. And the third thing that the kidneys do is they adjust the levels of minerals inside your body. We have minerals such as sodium, potassium, calcium, and phosphorus in our blood. If those minerals aren't kept in order, then it'll affect our cells and how they work. So that was what I learned on this website, and I decided right then and there that I needed to add it to my favorites so I could go back and refer to it whenever I needed to. Well, I continued to browse on the internet, and I realized that according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, over 500,000 patients every year do dialysis. This is a staggering number. My mother-in-law was one of them. So I continued on my search and went to the National Kidney Foundation. The National Kidney Foundation is what helped me understand what dialysis was and what kinds of dialysis there were. My mother-in-law at the time was on peritoneal dialysis. There's peritoneal dialysis and there's hemodialysis. With peritoneal dialysis, fluid is put into the peritoneal cavity in your stomach and it's let dwell there. And while it dwells, it passes through your membranes in your stomach and pulls all the excess waste and stuff out, and it filters out through this neat little machine. Well, around May of this year, my mother-in-law's membrane failed, so then we had to go to hemodialysis. Hemodialysis is a different story. With hemodialysis, there's a machine, an artificial kidney, that pulls blood out of your body, and it runs over this membrane. You've got a fluid going one way, your blood going the other way, and at the time, through this membrane in the middle, it's pulling all those impurities out of your blood and all that extra waste out of your blood. Filters it, puts it right back into the body. This happens for most dialysis patients 3 times a week. A patient can go from 1 to sometimes even 4 hours on this machine 3 times a week. On average, my mother-in-law loses 4 kilograms of fluid. This is 4 kilograms in blue. This is, for each kilogram, it's 2.2 pounds. That's a lot of pounds. It's actually 8.8 pounds for her to lose 4 kilos 3 times a week. So if you look at 8 pounds times 3, that's 24 pounds we pull off of her weekly from excess fluid and waste that builds up on her. This one's a little smaller. Every once in a while she doesn't gain as much and may only pull off 6 pounds, 7 pounds. What I want to tell you though is with dialysis, if you're a dialysis patient, you have got to watch your health. You've got to be healthy. You've got to eat right. Protein. Protein is very important. Without protein, your muscles break down. You've got to keep those levels up. You have a nutritionist who comes into the dialysis center and works with each patient to let them know what they need to eat and what they don't need to eat. This was all new to me. I had no idea about dialysis. But I tell you now, we've got my mother-in-law living here. She goes up 3 times a week, comes home 3 times a week. My next plan is to get it to where we can do dialysis in the home again. Get a machine. You can do hemodialysis in the home. They'll set patients up so that they don't have to travel long distances like she does, an hour one way each way to the dialysis center. But I am just so glad you guys are here so you can hear how important it is to learn about kidney disease. Know what dialysis is. Understand it. Because if you understand it, you or your loved ones can live for a long time. There's no limit on your life. Being put on dialysis is not a death sentence. So take care of yourselves and eat right and don't miss some dialysis appointments. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.